Hey guys, welcome back to Beauty Bees. I'm Iris. I'm doing my monthly haul for August today. There is still about a week left in August. Actually, I think there's exactly a week. I think it's the 24th as I'm filming, but don't quote me on that. I set myself a budget of I believe $65 for this month, and that didn't happen. Not even kind of. Now, my actual total ended up coming out to $123. So I did a great job of sticking to my budget, as I'm sure you can tell. I do have quite a few things here, but before we get into the actual items that I purchased, I wanted to talk a little bit about why I think maybe I did a little bit more shopping this month. And a lot of it was because I had some time off scheduled from work. I had 3 days scheduled in the middle of the month. And then Beetle, my dog, got sick during that time. So I was home. I was worried about him. Really, the only time that I was leaving was if I was going like to Walmart or Target because we needed more puppy pads or we needed more Clorox wipes. Take a wild guess as to what kind of sick Beetle was. And I'd find myself going through the beauty aisle and picking things up, largely just because I was a little bit more stressed. Sort of once that had happened, it felt like all bets were off. The budget is already blown. Why not just go for it? And I want to be a little bit better about that in the future. I really need to be able to sort of keep a check on myself. Like, I find that I do that with other things too. It's like, oh well, I've already screwed this up, so it's already a loss. Might as well start again on Monday or start again on the first of the month. It's not a great way of thinking about things. But that being said, I want to just reassure you all that I'm not in any kind of like financial peril because of this. This is still very much money that is discretionary from my budget. I just wanted to put that out there. I know that I treat breaking my budget as a very light topic. And that's because it doesn't have a big impact on my life. For me, it is a pretty light subject. I know that for some people that would be very different, and I just want to be sensitive and upfront about that. That being said, back to light mood and going through what I ended up purchasing this month. So I think we'll go through the needs that I purchased this month first. So one, I bought some shampoo. I have not opened this yet. This is from Authentic Beauty Concept. I bought it on Ipsy. This is a 300 ml size. I want to say that this was like $6-ish, which is about how much I would end up spending on a drugstore shampoo these days. So I thought I'd try this one out. I am down to probably a third of a bottle on my last thing of shampoo. So it was time to get a refill. I have not used anything from Authentic Beauty Concept before, but hopefully it'll work out. Fingers crossed. And then the other need that I had this month was body wash. I do have one full thing of body wash still left in reserve, but I've been going through that at a pretty good clip. I think I go through one about every 6 weeks. So I wanted to get a couple when I saw them on sale. I ended up getting these from Bath & Body Works for about $4.95 each. I can't remember if the sale price was $4.95 or if they were on sale for like $5.95 and I was able to stack a 20% off coupon. I don't really remember. The scents that I got were Pink Paradise, which is dragon fruit and hibiscus. I have the body mist in this and I absolutely love it. It smells just like the Sol de Janeiro Beija Flor scent, which I adore. And this smells just like it, and it's a lovely scent. I am looking forward to using this. I do like a fruity scent for shower gel. I'm a little bit more adventurous when it comes to body sprays and perfumes, but in the shower I like to have a fruity scent that feels clean. Nothing that's overly sugary, nothing musky. I want to feel clean when I step out, and I also just tend to like more sweet scents, so fruity is the way I usually go. Another scent that seems to fit the bill was Candy Apple Cauldron. Now, I hadn't smelled this before. I think it might be a new scent this year. And this is bordering on being too candy-like for me. It really does smell quite a bit like caramel. So the fragrance notes on this one are green apple, sugar, and crystallized bergamot. But it's really nice. I think I would actually like I'd like a candle or a body mist in this scent more than I like the shower gel, but it's nice. I think I will enjoy using this, and I do love their Halloween stuff. It's always cute. And you know what? We'll put this down as almost a need. This is from Beauty of Joseon. It is their Apricot Blossom Peeling Gel. I just have the box because the actual product is in my shower right now. This is a physical and chemical, I believe, exfoliant. I've been using it once or twice a week for, I don't know, about the last 2 weeks. So I've used it 3 or 4 times. It seems to be working really well for me. I like it. I did need a refill on some kind of exfoliant. I feel like that is an important step for me. I feel like if I don't use, especially a physical exfoliant, that I start to notice some pores around the edge of my face start to get a little bit clogged. I see a little bit more acne pop up, and I have seen a little bit more acne pop up in the last couple of months. So I wanted to make some changes and ensure that I had a physical exfoliant back in my routine. I got that one at TJ Maxx. It was not particularly expensive. It was $8.99, compare at $14. So I thought that I got an okay price on it, and it seems to be working so far. I will let you know in a future empties video how it ended up working for me a little bit longer term. Before we move on to like the true frivolous wants, I did want to mention 2 polishes that I counted towards the budget in last month's update, but didn't actually have in my possession when I filmed that video. So these are from Polish Pickup Rewind. That is what they do every July, and makers can bring back a polish that they have previously featured in Polish Pickup for another month. So I ended up picking up just 2. I was pretty proud of myself. I got Rogue Lacquer Naked or Not, which is what I have on my nails right now. I love this. It is a light gray base. It has some black shards. It has green and purple multi-chrome flakies in it. It's very, very pretty. And I feel like this is an interesting color because while I describe it and I'm thinking like Halloween, I feel like this works just as well for spring. It's really pretty. I like it a lot. I think it is a color that works really well on me. So far, so good. And sometime in September, I should have a Rogue Lacquer video coming out. So if you are interested, I hope you will check that video out. I have been really impressed with the polishes that I've tried so far. I have a few more on their way to me, and I think it'll be a fun video. Then from Pinnacle Polish, I got this very pretty green. This is I Made a Promise, Mr. Frodo. I got suckered in by the Lord of the Rings theme, but I think that the polish itself is also rather pretty. I think I have this swatched somewhere. Yes. Here it is. It's very green. I feel like this is almost more of a Legolas kind of green than a Sam kind of green, but I like it. Big fan. Think it is super pretty. I have not worn this shade yet. I've been trying to get some more use on my Project polishes, and because I've been so into these Rogue Lacquer shades, but yeah, I think this will be a good one for me. I see it working for quite a few different seasons. This is going to make my hands look incredibly red, but I don't care because this is really, really pretty. And now, as promised, the wants. So at TJ Maxx, I ended up purchasing this Kristen S Soft Shine Beach Wave Spray. I talked about this in my TJ Maxx haul, but I thought this was going to be a product that I would use for styling. Turns out you're supposed to use this after styling your hair, after you already have the nice waves, to sort of keep them in your hair. I haven't tried it yet, so I don't know if maybe there's a little bit of flexibility there. I'm hoping there is, but I did purchase it. It was $7.99 at TJ Maxx. I also made an e.l.f. Cosmetics purchase this month. If you noticed an awkward transition in there, it was because I was looking for a liquid eyeshadow that I purchased, but I have no idea where it went. I haven't worn it yet because I was keeping it in this bin, I thought, for this video, but hopefully I find it because I was super excited about that shadow in a way that I haven't been really excited about, especially a single eyeshadow, in a very, very long time. I also bought a couple of less fun things on e.l.f. I bought this complexion duo that has one of their beauty sponges, which clearly I have been using and did not bother to clean up for today's video, and a flawless face brush. Looking at the image online, I thought this was going to be a foundation brush. I was imagining that it was going to be a little bit thinner and a little bit denser. This is definitely more of a powder brush, maybe blush or bronzer. It's a nice brush, just not really what I thought I was getting. But the main draw of the set for me was the sponge, and it's been working out pretty well. Now, I don't have a ton of experience with beauty sponges. I think I've used the Real Techniques one in the past, but I have been liking it so far. I don't have a whole lot to compare it to, but it's been working out pretty well for me. And then the last item in that e.l.f. order was another tools purchase. This is a little trio of mini powder puffs. I didn't read. That was kind of a running theme this month of me not reading product description before I hit buy or added it to my physical cart. I thought these were going to be the full-size puffs. I have one of those and I really like it. I saw this set on e.l.f. and I was like, oh, well, I really like that one. Purchasing these three comes at a significant discount versus purchasing two more of the larger puff. Let's just get these. And they're much smaller, but they are still nice. I haven't figured out a great use for these because I don't tend to put powder way up here near my eye, and I don't really try to get it into the crease of my nose, but we'll see. They are really fun to put on your fingers though. I have done that more times than I really want to admit to. Am I a 30-year-old woman with a doctorate? Yes. Are these also my little toe beans? Absolutely. I was feeling tempted to leave those on for the rest of the video, but I decided that was not a great choice. These were very squarely in the want category and very much an impulse purchase. I saw them at TJ Maxx. I was like, that looks fun. Those are coming home with me. These were, I believe, $13. Yes, still have the box sitting here because Beetle was enjoying playing with the box. So this came with 7 mini fragrances from Le Monde Gourmand. I have used 2 of them so far. Lait de Coco, I actually had another similar sized sample of. I used that up and quite enjoyed it. It wasn't the most groundbreaking scent. It's a nice creamy coconut, but it was quite nice. And then today I am wearing this Fruit de Dragon scent. I keep thinking of it as in between being a grape and a pear scent. It's really nice. I've never actually smelled dragon fruit. No idea if this is an accurate representation of dragon fruit, but it is a very pretty scent. I like this one a lot. And I have high hopes for a couple of other ones that came in the set. I think that I am rather likely to enjoy Mille Bebe, which is, I think, like a honey scent. And I think that Citron Glacé is very, very likely to work out for me. The other three, Ocean Salt, Matcha Tea, and Rose Macaron, they have potential. They definitely have potential, but I think these are less of a shoo-in for me. I've talked about these in another video, so we're going to go through them pretty quickly. I purchased 2 lip products this month. This is a Revlon Super Lustrous Shine lipstick in Glassy Ruby. These are discontinued, but I found one on clearance at my grocery store, and it was $3. I was having a very hard time saying no to it, and I don't regret not saying no to it, because I think this is a really pretty shade, and I love this formula. I have actually already worn this, I think 3 or 4 times. It's a really solid lipstick. I don't understand why Revlon got rid of that formula. I think they're just lovely. The other lipstick I have not worn yet, this is Wet n Wild, I hate this name, One in a Millimelon. And I mean, it looks pretty. I haven't worn it, so I can't really say too much about it. I feel like I should have worn this today. Maybe after I eat lunch and the lipstick I'm wearing wears off, maybe I'll switch to this, because I feel like it matches my shirt really well. I have one makeup product that I'm pretty excited about. We'll save that for the end of the video though, and we'll go through the plethora of nail polishes that came into my collection first. So I think we're going to talk about these by retailer. First up, I purchased 3 polishes from ILNP. I think I talked about this in my last haul video, that my friend and I were thinking about going in on an ILNP order together, and we ended up doing that. We both purchased 3 polishes. I didn't realize that I was getting 3 sort of purpley polishes, and when you split these up, this one definitely looks more orchid, this one looks more brown, but together they do make a really pretty purple trio. So the only one of these that I have worn so far is Dream Girl. I've worn this, I think, 3 times. I think it's absolutely beautiful. I do have a swatch ring. Let me find that. Here, that is swatched. Now, in inside lighting, this is a pretty polish. When you step outside and you're getting that sunlight, this is dazzling. And it gives me a lot of hope for the next polish, which is called Brownstone, and is swatched right here. This is the same formula, just in more of a plummy brown shade. And I am excited for this. I think this is going to be the perfect shade for fall. I think this is going to be gorgeous. And then the third polish is a very different formula, and I think this one is just adorable. So this is ILNP Lolly, and it is a light lavender with slightly deeper purple speckles in it. It, to me, looks a little bit like a bird egg. It's really pretty. And here that is swatched. Like I said, I haven't worn Brownstone or Lolly yet, but I think these are going to work out really well for me. And my friend liked the 3 polishes that she purchased quite a bit too. And we had a really fun night when these polishes came in. I think they came in on like a Monday, and then on a Wednesday, she came over, we swatched the polishes, we ate some snacks, chatted for quite a while. Yeah, it was a really good time. Most of these other polishes I purchased on Win. I found the e.l.f. Multi-Chrome Shadow. It was just sitting up in the middle of the nail polishes, so I thought it was a nail polish. This is in the shade Venus Envy. And I guess it's more of a white than a blue, but when you see, well, okay, you're seeing like this pearly white pink. I am seeing a green blue, like so shiny that it glows kind of shade. It's pretty. I think this is going to be a lot of fun to play around with, and I'm so glad that I found it. Feel really silly though, because I spent quite a while in that little break there looking for this thing, only to have it be sitting right next to me the whole time. Okay, other polishes. I got a little duo off of Ipsy. So this came with a Trust Fund Beauty polish and a Pear Nova polish. These are both brands that I had not tried until last month when I purchased, I think, another duo off of Ipsy. Now this has a very different vibe. I feel like this is almost a French Mani duo. The shades in it are Ride or Die, which is this light pink, almost white shade. And it looks like a cream in the bottle, but swatched out, you can see that it has a little bit of a pearly finish to it. It's really pretty. And then I've put another polish on the tip of both of these nails. So focus more on what's on the bottom. Pear Nova Mood Bloom is the other polish, and it was the one that was swatched right next to it. This is a True Cream, and it's a rose mauve shade. Quite pretty. I think this will be a great neutral shade for me. Actually, I think they're both quite good, basic sort of neutrals to have in my collection. And the formula on both of these is really nice. And then we have the Walmart stress shopping. So I went to Walmart, like I said, I was worried about Beetle. It was really my only time out of the house in a few days at that point. And I came home with 4 nail polishes that I definitely didn't need. This one I'm pretty sure would not have come home with me if I was not so stressed out. This is the shade Newsflash from Salon Perfect, and it is a reflective sort of mauve, more of a reddish mauve than a rose mauve. It's pretty. I wouldn't have purchased it if I wasn't stressed out. I'm almost certain of that. The other 3 I think might have come home with me. Now, I had not seen very much Sinful Colors at my Walmart before, but this particular day they had a display out, just like an end of the aisle display that had this weird hodgepodge of Sinful Colors polishes. All of them have been out for quite a while, and there weren't very many of any particular shade. So I don't know what was going on there, but I was excited to see these, so I decided to pick some up. So we have the Dries in a Minute Cherry Collection polish. This is their Quick Bliss line. I always call them the cherry line because they just have a little sticker of a cherry on them. I've been interested in these for a very long time, but I'd never actually seen one in store. The shade that I ended up picking is Ice Ice Cherry. I'm gonna have that song stuck in my head for so long now. And this is the polish that I have swatched just on the tips of these nails. I think you can see there a little bit, but there is a little bit of a sheen to it. There's some sparkle. I think this will be worth trying over a deeper color. I feel like there's so little base color to this that might work out really well. So we'll keep you posted. I got this Crelly from the Sinfully Scented line, and this is in the shade Cookies and Cream. Now I have a Cookies and Cream polish. It's white with black flecks in it that I really like from Leisha's Lacquers, But I saw this and I was like, it's scented, it's $2.97. This is a brown base, sort of a taupe brown with those black flecks. It's a different kind of cookies and cream polish. I think it'll be fun. I have this one swatched out too. So I think this is 2 coats. I could probably get this completely opaque even on the swatch ring in 3. I think I would probably on my nails wear it in 2 though, because my nails aren't made out of clear plastic. So things tend to look a little bit more opaque on them. I think this will be fun. I didn't notice the scent as I was applying this, but maybe I would notice it on my fingers. We'll see. Hopefully it's a nice scent and not awful. Big dreams. And then the last polish is the one I'm most excited about. This is the Sheer Matte line, and this is the shade Turquoise. Now in the bottle it's like, yeah, that's a turquoise shade. Very cool. But here it is swatched out, and I think that is so neat. It looks plastic and glowy. It almost looks like sea glass is what I am thinking of. It looks just so pretty. I think I could do some really fun layering with this and some glitters. Could do a little jelly sandwich. I guess it's not really a jelly. Matte jelly sandwich using this polish. I think there's a lot of possibilities here, and even by itself, I think it looks really pretty. So excited to explore with that one. And then the last item that I have is a palette that I got off of Ipsy. It came with another little Too Faced palette that I'm going to give as a gift. And the palette that I ended up keeping is That's My Jam. I've been interested in this palette since it came out, but I wasn't interested in paying, I think, $27 to $30 for it. I was a lot more interested in buying it in a duo for like 18 or 22, something like that. And I've been really enjoying this palette. I think you can tell I have used, especially this purple shade, quite a few times. I think this is so fun. I did a video years ago at this point where I redesigned some palettes, and one that I did a redesign on was this palette, and I think I swapped out this orange for something that was a little bit cooler. I still think that would have been a good choice, but I have used the orange a couple of times. I've used this deep, it's actually like a deep burgundy shade, though I feel like next to the orange it looks like more of a dark warm brown. It's a pretty palette. I love like these 5 shades. These are very much my vibe. I really enjoy them. I think they're absolutely beautiful. I love that this shade is not just a straight champagne, it's almost a champagne green. I think that's really fun and something I had not picked up on looking at it in the palette, or like looking at it in pictures online. So I've been having a really good time with this. I've probably worn it 7 or 8 times. I find this is a great work palette for me because almost anything I wear, either this like rose gold shade or this green shade, will be like a perfect neutral to put all over my lid. And then I have 3 options for really easy crease colors depending on what else I'm wearing. So love this thing. I think it's so cute. Is this scented? Slightly. I don't know what it's supposed to be scented like, but it's pleasant. I don't notice the scent when I'm applying it. It doesn't cause me any eye irritation. That would be a giant no in my book. This is fun. I really like this. And that about wraps up my haul. Like I said, I ended up spending quite a bit more than I was planning on this month. I spent $123 when my budget was $65, so you can do the math on that one, and if you can't, just don't bother because it's not good. So next month, I think is going to be a little bit of a spendier month, but I would like to keep it again around that $130 mark. I don't want to go completely hog wild and spend like 250 bucks because I don't need to. As far as expenditures in the next month, I do have a Rogue Lacquer order that was a relatively large order but placed during a sale. So that will be coming to me probably in early-ish September. I will need to purchase some sunscreen this month. I have 2 sunscreens left, but they're both like at the halfway or a little bit below halfway point, and I need sunscreen. That's a non-negotiable. Additionally, the theme for Polish Pickup this month is Vintage Halloween, and I suspect that a couple of those polishes will draw me in because that sounds very, very up my alley. So, it will probably be a spendy month, but that's okay. I just kind of need to plan for that and know that October will need to be a little bit of a lighter month. So thank you so much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed today's video. Please consider liking and subscribing if you did, and I hope I see you guys in the next one. Bye y'all.